Hey everybody, welcome back to Grumpy Acres. It's a nice crisp fall day. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Time to start working on the goat pen again. We've done a little bit of work. The last video Yoda showed you some of the stuff that's gone on with that build, and so last night after work I was able to come out and get the gates, a couple of gates put on. So if you look right there, you can see I got that one hung, and then there's a walking gate back there by the corner of the loafing shed. It's kind of hard to see it. I don't feel like walking back there, but I got those on last night. And so today's chore this morning is to start cleaning out the pen and getting all these trees that were torn out when they put the septic system in. There's some railroad ties back there, and there's some burn barrels I showed you in one of the earlier videos. They're right there. We got some people coming over to help us today, which is going to be a great hand, because we're gonna bomb this out so we can go get the goats and sheep tomorrow, and then we're gonna head over and start tearing down that cabin we were building. These torn out trees, those root balls weigh like 200 pounds. They are extremely heavy. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to drag them off. And unfortunately, as you can see by the four-wheeler over there, it is down. It will not start for some reason. I'm not quite sure. I may actually have to call a mechanic in. And the side-by-side that I would normally use is still in storage, and it's got a couple flat tires. So we're going to use the mower to haul that stuff off. Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to hook a chain up to them and drag them off. So let's go ahead and get to work. Hey, I know it's right in the middle of the rehab video, and all of a sudden there's sheep and goats back there in the pen and everything's cleaned up. Well, let me explain what happened. So some friends of ours, the Sauces, applesauce and hot sauce, also known as Kevin and Christy, said they'd come over and help us. So they came over and we started working, and we bombed out all kinds of work, and we got this place ready to go really quick. And it moved so fast, I really wasn't able to get any video of it or anything. And we got it done, and we decided, well, we got the rest of the day, let's go get the animals. So we went up and we got a trailer full of animals. We ended up leaving one sheep and one goat up there at Hacks for the Homestead. We got the sheep. The goat, he was playing escape artist and leaped a 4-foot fence, cleared it by about 2 feet. So he jumped back in the pen. We decided to leave him. We're going over there on Saturday to do some stuff over there, and we're going to get him then because we'll have more people to help us. But anyway, as you can see, we got it ready to go. So let's go over what we did while the camera is off. First and foremost, that big pile of stuff that was there, that's all gone. I also took out, I don't know if you can see it over there, there used to be a Rosa Sharon bush right there too. I took it out because it was driving me nuts, because it was right in the middle of the yard and was just in the way. So then, once we got this cleared out, we got the gate hung, put the 2 hinges on, and it's secured with just a clip and some chain. Let's walk over here. I don't know if you remember how overgrown that was, but these guys have been home for 3 days now, and look how they've got that completely cleaned out. Well, not completely cleaned out, but close enough that I had to bring in a big bale of hay for them. They're still munching on stuff. Everybody's a little standoffish. They're a little mad at me for leaving them with somebody else, and then all the stress of moving them back over here. But they'll get better. Lola's down there eating some stuff off the fence. She's starting to get friendly, and Blackie's friendly. And then we come over here. Yeah, this fence fell down last night. We had some pretty good storms past day or so. Lots of wind. Like Yoda said, this is the north end of the loafing shed. And pardon the smoke. I'm burning some trash, and there's smoke blowing all over the area. So we have to block this off. We've got a couple of weeks to do that. We're tearing down that cabin that we were building, and we're repurposing that wood for here at the homestead, and we've got enough. I'm going to make a wall and get it nice and insulated so that the wind and the snow doesn't come through. And then, like Yoda said, we used self-tapping metal screws to affix all this stuff. We got the walking gate done, and it's come in really handy. It's whenever I'm feeding it, it makes it pretty easy to get through there to them. Only problem I got now is they mob me every time I go through the gate with food. So I'm gonna have to rearrange where the feeder is so I can just dump it over the fence and I don't get mobbed. And then back over here, we got that gate up. It's not fully up. We don't have the hinges on it. Eventually it's going to be hinged down there at that far post, and it's going to open up like this so that we can herd the animals directly into the loafing shed if we have to, if they're out here in the field. And then I'll end up taking some of this fence out and that post out and putting another one in just to anchor it and make it all nice and functional. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but on that gate we took fencing and put it on the inside of that gate and just wired it on there. That way they can't go up. Well, number one, so the Lola and the little bits can't just crawl underneath that fence, and number two, to make it so that the big animals can't get their feet up on those crossbars and cause it to sag. And it's worked pretty good. They've stayed away from it so far. Of course, it's only been 3 days, right? So, and like Yoda said, that field out there, we're gonna fence that off and turn it into excuse me. And we're gonna make it so that we've got 3 separate paddocks in there that can be separated by electric fence. You know, I got to tell you, having Kevin and Christy come over and help us, and then having Darren, Patty, and Daniel from Hacks on the Homestead come over and help us was a huge game changer. You know, we're always talking about that building an intentional community, and that's where this comes in. I mean, we're all like-minded. We're all pointed in the same direction, and when somebody needs a hand, you know, we lend a hand. We've gone up and we've helped Hacks for the Homestead. They're going to be butchering chickens this next weekend, and we're going to go up and help them. And then Yoda's the next day on Sunday. Everybody's going to come down here since we've got that huge kitchen. Everybody's going to come down here, and we're going to have about 4 or 5 families here learning how to pressure can meat, because Yoda's the only one that's done it so far, and so she's going to show everybody else how to do it. You know, and then the other thing, you know, having them back, I didn't realize how that'd make me feel. You know, it's very comforting to get back in the routine of coming out and taking care of them in the morning and then interacting with them. You know, so I didn't realize how much I missed them. They can be a pain in the backside sometimes, but they are part of the family. Yeah, and yes, the breeders are more pets than livestock. We made the mistake of naming them all, and you know, the breeder goats and the 2 oldest ewes have been with us for 6 years now. So, you know, but it is what it is. I realize that makes it harder at the end whenever you have to put them down and turn them into dog food or butcher them for the table. But you know what? We learned our lesson. We don't name the sheep and goat babies anymore, unless we're going to sell them to somebody, and then we do that to make it more personable for the people we sell them to. You know, if they're having for pets, if they're gonna have them butchered, we don't do that. So there it is. That's the end of the rehab not the end of the rehab and the goat pen, because we still got to fix this end of the loafing shed, and I'm gonna use some of these barrels to make some new waterers and feeders and stuff. I'm gonna try to upcycle those and make them useful instead of just eyesores and trash on the property. Till next time, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so you know whenever we put more videos out. Go ahead and comment. Let us know what you think. got any ideas for the loafing shed, feel free to put them up there. If you got livestock and you end up naming them, go ahead and let us know about that too. Share the video if there's anybody out there looking for some motivation. You know, we try to put something out in every video that's motivational or get you thinking about pursuing that life done free that we keep talking about. So, with that said, go out and live a life done free. Kirby G. Claire. Thanks, Milo.